And today we are finally getting back on track with a few more winter-themed WADs. I know we're trying to get into the heart of the season now that we are less than 20 days away from Christmas. And I don't want to go full-blown Christmas with the WADs yet, but at least start getting ourselves in that direction. So, without further ado, have a few WADs here to at least try, and then we'll continue over the next few days. As you can see, my list is growing for a series that I have coming up in the future, especially when it comes to the DBP franchise. So, now with all that said, let's start with the first one that I saw here, and all of a sudden I'm forgetting exactly what it was called here. We do have the two white mares from the Russian Doom community. We also have the Polish Doom community project. And my gosh, how in the world did I just download it and already forgot the name of it? It's literally because I've never played it before. Or maybe it got lost at the top of everything. There it is, Cold Front. It's because there were so many DBP in the running that we have coming up. Alright, so, Cold Front is by friend of channel Eggman. And if you remember, we actually covered his 3-map series before. Let's go ahead and see what this one is like. So, first map, Cold Open, 73 kills, 2 items, 2 secrets. Have no idea what to expect here because I remember when we did his nuclear map where you were in the nuclear reactor, it went from pretty easy to really tough by the end. So, this one's only a few maps. Let's go ahead and see what we've got. So, shotgun, we already have Revenant shooting us. That's great. Blue key to get in the building. So, let's just go this way. Alright. How many times I've made that mistake of just running through a random field and literally running right into some random blast. Ooh, love the architecture here. This kind of reminds me of Lost Civilization with the hanging moss. I wonder if some of that was used here. Lost Civilization by Jaska, still my all-time favorite Mega WAD. And so far, so good. Although we've not found anything other than the shotgun so far. Well, scratch that. And I see he has gotten much more vicious when it comes to the ambushes too. Actually teleporting things on all sides of you now. So let's go ahead, clear this out, and keep it moving. I remember he is diabolical when it comes to Revenant placement. Alright, so I'm guessing that literally just sprung the monster claws on ourselves, so let's try this way. And there's the key to get in here. I wonder if we need to just cheese it out, because if that red key's right there, then we're clearly going to get in that room somehow. So, you, at least, for sure, need to go, and we are not wasting that much ammo on you. Alright, so not too much to worry about yet. I guess the yellow key was over here. It's bizarre that you would need the red key to get to the red key. I wonder if there's some time warp thing going on, like we have in Wormhole. Maybe, probably, well, geez. Probably a teleporter, I'm guessing, takes us over to the key then. If we're to have the key to actually exit that room. Alright, so switch there. Bunch of imps guarding the pool. And, yeah. Yep, that's not happening. we have Berserk. We should probably be using it, or at least looking for more ammo at this point. So, I guess we're just starting to... We're just gonna get hit in the face. That's exactly what we are going to do, without question. Oh my gosh, they're in both directions. Of course they are. Alright. Let's, yeah. If you want to come around the corner, we'll be glad to greet you, Revenant. Don't really care about the Hell Knights. They're just there. Although they would be good to help us with the Hell Knight up there, as we just help ourselves to some imps. There we go. Thanks for the ammo, guys. We will just get our items and be out of your way. Apparently, these actually trigger themselves. So, let's go ahead and take out the Hell Knight. Now that he has served us well. Also, get rid of the stragglers over here, and apparently that is where we have to go. Also, I know I've heard those door sound effects in another WAD. I can't quite place them. Okay, we can't climb anything here. I didn't even check. There's 2 secrets, apparently. We have one of them, which I'm guessing was the Berserk that was here. So, literally dashing through the snow. Imps, the most common thing, just to make sure you have no idea what's coming up. These definitely look like monster closets. Just because I see that on top there. Jeez, so our escape's gonna be blocked, whatever he's about to throw as. And of course, we got 2 hit scares that can RNG drop us at any moment. Ooh. Well, we got the 2 we were worried about. Apparently there was a 3rd one. Okay. Alright. Alright. So far so good. Love the architecture of this room. Especially how it's kind of off-kilter and rising. Really neat. Get ourselves some ammo. That's curious why that goes into the wall. And I'm guessing these are not monster closets. They definitely could fool me. Jeez, it's like playing Doom with just 1 HP. Give that a shot sometime. See how far we get. Apparently here's the SSG. And is there any obvious monster closets around? Because something I'm sure is going to happen when we lower it. Here, probably. And I hear the Revenants. Alright. Apparently we're going into the cellar first. To get the key. Got it. I definitely could have went without seeing the Revenant, though. But at least for a first time in the level, I feel like we finally got off of 1 HP. It's not a great improvement, but it's a little better. And just like that, we've got all of our keys for this one. Still would like to figure out how to get the SSG. Can we just pull it down? That'd be way too easy. Alright, we can't go back through the teleporter, so I guess we have to go on. Alright, so now we've got imps up on our throne that we started at. Absolutely love the music to this one. Alright, so more imps are now flooding into this building, so I'm guessing this is the big one we gotta make our escape on. And yes, there's the red. That is a weird place for an Archvile, because there's nothing really around it, unless he really gets moving into the room. I mean, you can help us with ammo if you want. And just like that, this one's done except that dang secret. It's obvious at this point what the secret is. It's the SSG. But the question is, how in the world do we pull that down? Let's see. So we got to it over here, yellow section. There was literally nothing in here that I could see as far as switches went. Anything too out of the ordinary. Again, very, very cool level design, Bag Boy. So here it is. Is it a line def trigger? Let's see. Go down here and spring up on it. Nope. Okay. Did any other switch uncover itself? No. Well, I think he's got me on this one. Unless there's a switch behind it? No. Alright, very, very well hidden. However you go about getting that one. And just like that, we are done here. So, great way to start this one off. And we basically just ended up with the single barrel shotgun and the chain gun. On to Glacier Caper. 108 kills this time. Let's go. Also, one item. That's bizarre. Oh. Okay. I hear things teleporting. Yep. Couldn't have been that easy. Alright. And of course, our Berserk doesn't carry over, so... Alright, so I'm guessing it's when you fire that these guys get spawned. I'm guessing there's not necessarily a line def trigger for them. Alright. So, minor distractions out of the way. Let's just peg away at the Macubus for a little bit. Yeah, we would get closer to you, but we know what'll happen if we do. Alright. So, Chain Guard finally gets some bullets again. Just in time. So, the real question is, which one of these are monster closets? Because that definitely looks like it could be. That probably is. And that's very suspicious. Both of them. Yeah, let's just back up all the way and not give any potential line def triggers a chance. You're coming to me, Pinky, just in case there's a random arch valve. Or that. Alright. So, back to corner sniping. Back to the imps. And so far, so good. I absolutely love the almost Egyptian theme of this. Even though it's definitely a snowy retreat we've been fighting through. Again, getting everything more geared toward the holiday spirit. We're not going full Christmas yet, but definitely getting into the snow vibes. That was a weird sound. Yep. So the suspicious ones were monster closets. Let's go ahead. And we do not want you at long range. We probably could have done without the slap, but let's go ahead. I'm guessing this is how we're going to get that rocket launcher that's outside. Oh. Hey, Tomato, we were just doing a thing. It didn't work. Okay, so the real question is, where in the world did it come from? I'm guessing it must have teleported behind us. And it's clearly not happening when the Revenant's released. It's something to do with the Hell Knight. Oh. Now the window makes sense. It's literally the perfect height for him. Very nice. Alright, so let's keep an eye behind us. Yep, it teleports. Alright, so Tomato Alley here, and Hell Knight. I mean, you can really just walk around for the end of eternity for all I care. At some point, we'll deal with you. Although you are kind of blocking the entrance, so just like that. Key, and something suspicious here. Not yet. Oh. Okay. and the teleporter. So this is what gets us the outdoor area. It looked like a rocket launcher. Apparently it's just SSG. So the good thing is we didn't stay too long without it by missing it in the last level. I don't like these pillars. I've been cheesed too many times by Mancubus through these pillars. And now he's to get in and start absorbing all the hits. Alright, you two. Enough of that. And we can't go this way. So I love that he actually marks which teleporters you can't go through with the handle that Eric Alm always used in Scythe to mark his secrets. Surprisingly, we still can't get here, though. However, we can use our chain gun as a sniper rifle for the imps. The shotgun's having a hard time reaching up there. Something about snow levels in Doom. I just love the contrast of colors. Okay, we literally just pulled the bars. Okay, it's solid red, not worried about it. You, my friend, too many corners. Okay, so what's gonna happen here? We've got open sides on both sides, and one directly in front of us. So literally we're gonna get hit from all three sides. Great. Alright. Well, the good thing here is the fact that we do have the pillars to rely on until that happens. Really, really could use that rocket launcher right about now. Okay. Maybe we see what's behind here. Oh, there it is. We just didn't run far enough. Alright, let's see here. Go ahead and take you out while the Hell Knight's still trying to figure out his way in life. And just like that, this area is just about good. Alright, so one more, I believe. We had 3 Revenants. Let's see. And there was a random arch valve. Glad we didn't stay in that room. Okay. So just like that, we can get him just stuck on the ledge here, since we have plenty of cover. Alright. So, going around here, we have bars we can't open. And Egg Boy is not marking his secrets with the posts. So let's continue on this way. Okay, this is definitely a better replacement for the Arch Valve. This, yep, can't outright. Ooh, we really, really could have used the rockets better. Oh. It's when you forget how much progress you had before you saved it. Alright, out of here again. You can join them. Unless you're gonna go way back down the hallway on me. I'm not chasing you. I've definitely seen enough of you that I can almost beat you in my sleep at this point. And it's mainly because of Sunlust. They literally throw them in such high numbers at you, it almost becomes robotic. Except for when they're literally surrounded by a bunch of specters. Yeah, we really just need to coax them over here so it has nothing to revive. Nope, it's all us. It's all us. We are in too deep. Yep. Alright, at least we saved it there this time. All we need to do is get past it and get those rockets. Otherwise, it's just continuously run us out of ammo right here. The thing is, this is not really a difficult ambush. It's just difficult because we have no ammo. That's really our only main qualm here. So let's sneak around. And now we finally have something to work with. And if this wasn't a blind run and you actually knew what the ambush was when it was coming, you wouldn't really have a problem here. So let's go ahead, get the goodies, and head back out. Literally fixed ourselves the lift. Now we have the yellow key to add to the blue. Right there. Alright, I see rockets up ahead, so something's gonna happen down in the moat. And that is definitely something. Alright, anyone else hiding back there? We'll smack you without berserk. Alright, sometimes you can trigger the ambushes just by proximity. Apparently, this one is hard-coded when you hit the switch. What we have now. This would actually be a perfect place to drop an arch file. Right after getting rid of all that stuff. Yep. Except, buddy, you should be in the pit, not out in the open. I know it's not gonna matter because we have way too many imps here, but that guy. Alright, so, imps out of the way, and you're just gonna make us waste all of our ammo on the Arachnotron. Unless we can get him to cleverly... almost took him out. Alright, so all ammo trained on the Archvile. Let's go. Completely ignoring the imps, because they're just filler at this point. And just like that, this area is good. Will anything happen when we grab the key? No. Okay, so 4 enemies left it looks like. Because I don't believe they've revived anything major. Okay, where's our red key door at? So, red key door is going to be off to the right. The other right. We're literally looking at the map What? Sideways. Okay. We're literally looking at the map sideways. So, I'm guessing the exit's not really the exit. Yep. Alright. So, Hell Knight with pretty much no ammo. Basically make sure we're literally right in its face when we fire, and just like that, on to map 3. Stank Dick Island. Alright. Heck, I just like the music. So we are going to be starting this one chain gun blazing. Let's go. Did we keep the ice physics from like Evaternity and some of those? Ooh, I know I've heard this song somewhere before. This is definitely used in another WAD. Can't place it right now, though. Okay, so we need the blue for the switch here. Spent too long staring at the Revenants instead of trying to dodge them. Ideally, get them infighting if possible. And those are some mean Revenants. They're literally right against your face when you go in that room. Alright, so, chain gunners, let's go ahead and take them out the second they come in. That should give us enough ammo to deal with this. And this is where we turn their proximity against themselves. So, you literally want to be right in our face. We'll take full advantage. Alright. So, I heard something else teleport. There we go. We had a late bloomer. And just like that, no key, but looks like we can keep going. Him and his love of revenants, I tell ya. Literally every room it feels like. Alright, so what do we have coming up here? Love the scenery in this one. And I figured the second we heard it. Not worried about him, more worried about the sniper up top. I know me, I will forget about him. Or we'll just push him off the box, because Kexport. Now that this is good, let's hit the switch and see what kind of calamity we just unleashed on ourselves. Apparently that direction. And Revenant, could you help us? Thanks. Ooh, I did not like the sound of that. Why do I feel like the Barons and Hell Knights are just a distraction? I'm getting that feeling. Oh yeah, they are. I see you back there, Archval. Okay. Could you come a little closer, perhaps? Well, close enough to hit us through bars, apparently. So I wonder... Oh, the Archval is actually here when I'm here. So let's put a stop to this right away. While doing our best to dodge the Hell Knight in the process. Couldn't get behind the crate here. Ooh. So you have them spaced out just enough that you can't just go running through here guns blazing. And Hell Knight, you are a nuisance. One of the few times the Hell Knight is not just aimlessly wandering around. He actually is your roadblock. Okay, Archval, hardy har har, we've all had some laughs here. We would like you to stop blowing us up if you could. There wouldn't be too much trouble. Something about the fact of you being able to zap us over top of the small crates. Not the big one, though. Waste of ammo. Revenant. Waste of ammo. Sheesh. There. And now we are going to pay for that waste of ammo. Ideally, you two can start fighting, because we do get rockets here. Okay. Now let's focus on everything over here. Buddy, you need to go down. We have nothing else to fight you with. Literally. Alright, so what do we have over here? SSG ammo. And over here, I'm guessing requires the card? No. So, real question, do they go to the same place? Again with the Revenants, you guys. Alright, just like that, we'll go ahead and get him out, and him. And again, all this is ultimately leading up to the debut of Episode 2, Map 2 of Struggle the Antaresian Legacy. We don't need to start from there, we can start from here. Alright, so remember that we just got rockets. Too close, way too close. There. Back this way, I do hear things breathing, which is always unsettling. And seeing a lot of barrels in this room. Yep. Oh, jeez, with the Revenants, you guys. And I see why he's doing it, because they are pretty far away. Alright, so Mancubus are guarding the rockets for the yellow key. Thing tells me those pillars must drop. So let's go ahead and take advantage. Snipe him out of here. Just single tapping for accuracy. Same thing back there. Apparently there's an imp on the bottom. Alright. Ooh. That was not okay. Geez, you guys, could you ever play fair for a change? We're just enjoying the nice snowy atmosphere. We don't need all of this with the pop-up revenants and the crazy Mancubus snipers. Although, any and all infighting is perfectly fine by me. Alright, so, corner snipe the revenants until that happens. Okay, we're just gonna give up on you all. You all just have fun. Because I have a feeling this one's gonna do it too. Yep. How did I see that coming? And we can teleport away, apparently. Perfect. Now, does this go to the same place? No. Alright. So, we have a switch that's already pressed. Whoa. 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 Okay. Yep. So, this is a thing. Sheesh. Alright, let's get the imps out of here fast as possible. Gee whiz. Alright, this one's quite tough. This is kind of like the big hoorah ambush of the area. And the imps make it so hard to move through all this. Of course, there had to be a dang archvile. Seriously. Ugh. Jeez, with the dang archviles in this. So I'm guessing that's the same archvile that spawned at the end of the last ambush. So something tells me we should probably finish the air area first. Because I have a feeling we're gonna need the ammo. So, yellow key first. I actually don't know how in the world I'm walking over the teleporter sometimes and not teleporting. Alright, let you all come to me. That way I can hit you around the corner, close range, get ammo, and let's continue. Oof. Very, very tough design here. Okay. So far, so good. Now we should be able to pick off the Mancubus without much trouble. Because just look at all that rocket ammo. That can definitely help out in that big fight with the Revenants. Go ahead, keep them stunned. And just like that, we're just about done with the Mancubus. Good grief, buddy. How much health do you have? Holy cow. Alright. So the real question is, do we just jump down? I guess so. Let's take that leap. See what we've got going on down here. Gotta be something big with all the rocket ammo they're giving us. My guess, these pillars are all gonna come down when we hit the switch. And then something's gonna teleport in. Okay, so, whole herd of Hell Knights and apparently Revenant snipers from both sides. Okay. And I do hear an Archvile, just great. The question is it gonna be timed? Or is there gonna be a certain trigger that releases it? Oh, it's already here somewhere. Where in the world's the Archvile at? Because there's the Revenants. Oh, I think the Archviles are on the other end of the room. Down by the Hell Knights. I think they're not Revenants back there. Okay. Yep. That's what's going on. Okay, so we are going to completely ignore the Archviles. We're pretty far away over here. As long as we can make sure he doesn't zap us, that's going to be the big thing. And as long as we don't blow ourselves up. Oof. And here we thought we had the whole Archvile formula down ever since getting through Sunlust. But they still find unique ways to catch us off guard with them. Because we're basically forced to play a game of dodgeball here. Because we have to run in far enough to actually get the rockets. And still stay out of its line of sight long enough that it can't zap us. And you got two of them you have to juke. You all stay over here in case there's some random way the Archviles can just teleport down here. Just stay underneath it, it can't hit us. Just like that, done. Alright. So, I love how it actually knows when the Archviles go down too. So let's go ahead and take that out. And let's head back. So that does actually give us some rockets going into that crazy ambush over here. Getting us better equipped for this. Because, man, do the enemies come in fast over here. Make sure our health's up before we actually attempt this. Here we go. The thing is, they spawn so close to you, I don't actually know where we can go to have enough room to actually shoot. You're basically on top of the enemies here. Without use of the plasma rifle. And our bullets are definitely limited to where we're not going to stun lock them and do enough damage quick enough to get them out of here. So this one's definitely quite tricky. Oof. Just trying to create enough space to even use the rocket launcher. Sheesh. Right, let's go ahead, get all this. Let's take out the imps that are now flooding in from pretty much every direction. Good grief. This ambush is quite a doozy because literally the Revenants spawn pretty much on top of you. And you don't really have enough room to use the rocket launcher unless you can get them all to one side. And then you see an opening and then they start infighting right in front of you. And you can't get there. Oof. Quite the ambush. Okay, I'm trying to go diagonal on him. Get them all coming toward one point without getting backed into a corner over here. And now, once we see the light of day, just randomly throw those in until we get pinned. Alright. And I'm guessing this is going to be the big finale too, because it looks like this is about the end of the level kill-wise. Yeah, 53 monsters. This is likely the final ambush. So we're just about there. And it does look like we get the plasma rifle for surviving this. That's just the big challenge. Okay, if you all could just infight and ignore that I exist, that would be great. Oh, go straight to heck, Egg Boy. Seriously, with the Archvile. Of course there has to be one at the end of that. Alright. So somehow we really have to get these things taken out lightning quick, even though we don't have a plasma rifle. My gosh. We didn't even blow ourselves up, but the notion was there. It just felt right. Alright, if you all could give me some space, I'd like to do something. What an ambush, my gosh. Okay. Egg Boy is literally brutalizing us with this final ambush. Let's see here. Go ahead this way. If we stand on the spawn point, technically the Revenant can't spawn if we do that. But again, you've got all these others. Finally, you can see the light of day for a second until the Archvile shows up. And you are the last thing we need right now. So, back it up. Go elsewhere, buddy. We've had enough with this ambush. Sheesh. Alright, so Plasma Rifle, get ready for the chaos. Here we go. Very satisfying imp removal right there. Just like that, I think we're good. Yeah, just about all kills. So let's hit the switch and see where that takes us. I'm guessing that removed this barrier. Ooh, didn't like the sound of that. We can jump down here into the trenches. Alright, love the lion gargoyles up there. That's really neat. And I am not wasting anything special on you, because I have a feeling you're just a decoy. Okay, we can actually press that. Alright, just like that, we get the Revenant out of here. And where's this go? Right back to where we started. Now with the yellow keys, we can get back through. You are still wandering around after all this time. Seriously, buddy. Beat it. You too, apparently. Sheesh. Alright, so now that's taken care of. What do we do with the yellow key? Definitely seems like it has something to do with the, Oh. Oh. Alright, what do we have this time? Things just gonna start teleporting out of the fire all of a sudden. That one I'm guessing, because there's no fence. Nope. Just a secret. Oh, there we go. Alright, the greatest challenge of taking Cyber Demon out with the plasma rifle is not being able to see where the incoming rockets are. So, just like that, let's go ahead and get him out of here, as long as we can keep an eye on where his shots are. Very indicative of the Cyber Demon fight from Back to Saturn X. And just like that, we did not have enough ammo to take you out. Sorry, I guess you get a pass this time. Because it doesn't look like they're giving us any more ammo back here, unless we can teleport and find some. Because he's just about down. I bet back here where the yellow key was, there's probably some more shotgun shells we can use. Yep. Alright. Your lucky day, Cyber Demon. I think we might have enough to get you. Because he has taken a beating with all that plasma rifle damage. Yep. Because we are over the kill count already. So let's get ready. And jump off into the unknown. Hopefully not on top of his head. I figured. Alright, there we go. Just like that, we are done with this one. On to Hell Freezes Over. Ominous. Man, this is a psychotic sounding theme to this one. And I'm seeing a lot of teleporters. What in the world have we gotten ourselves into? Well, we have a BFG up there, so it gives me an idea. And I see a Cyber Demon over there on the horizon. There we go. Alright, hit that, hit this, and let's see what kind of chaos we've just created. Oh gosh. Jeez. What in the world have we wandered into? Jeez. Merry Christmas indeed. Okay, so pretty much ignore the Revenants up top. They're just ammo you can't afford to waste. Let's get rockets, and let's go. At this point, all of you are nothing to me at the moment. You are important, though. Go. So are you. Because we'll have no peace of mind with you all wandering the corridor. Anything else? Just, leave your grievances at the door. Maybe. There. Okay, so we actually can attack the Revenants up there. Although it looks like there's something more interesting going on past them. Okay, so Revenant snipers are able to really lay it into us over here. Ooh, So can the cyber demon, apparently. Alright, so far so good. That cyber demon's gonna be the wild card here. Alright, all that to get the BFG. Let's keep it moving. The ambushes just literally come out of nowhere in this episode, in this level. Alright, if you all want to cluster up together, I got a surprise. I figured that was not the intended use of the BFG. Alright. What is it? Revenants. Alright, Revenants be danged. We'd like to head this way if you don't mind. Again, the imps are just filler. A common theme I'm noticing in this series. Let's just kind of chill here for a minute, let all the enemies come to us. If they can. I was just kind of assuming they could get up the stairs. And at this point, let's just splash them out. Anyone else down there? You too. Alright, thank you for grouping up for me. We would like some more ammo if we could. Don't really want to waste too much of it here because we do have the BFG. But it just seems like a waste, you all. Alright, because I'm sure with how he's been throwing monsters at us, we definitely want to save the BFG as much as we can. That doesn't open. And all this was to get the red key, guys. And I still see you out there, Archvile. Just dancing in circles. What in the love of gosh was that? It almost sounded like we got telefragged. What in the world? Or does the Archvile wipe us out if we take him out? Oh. 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 That trap. Okay. We'll continue ignoring the Archvile then. Fine. Alright. So now I'm guessing we can finally get him. Perfect. Alright, so new rockets for a new Archvile. Perfectly fine. That is not. Alright. So the Cyber Demon still has full reign of the skies back there. And it looks like they released 2 of them on us. There's one at least out of the way. That should get the other one, I think. My gosh, between us and the Cyber Demon, we're just filling the whole arena with rockets. Alright. Wait. So the snow is finally damaging us for a first time in the series. Okay. That's mean. But we can finally do something about these annoying revenants that are up here. Just like that. And one more for the road. There. Alright, so now it's going to come down to us and the Cyber Demon, I have a feeling, very soon. Looks like, well, we have 27 enemies left, and he is one of them. Ooh. Trying not to waste the good ammo, Imp. Love all the swirl designs in the map. Literally makes it look like the map is just nothing but bubbles. Alright, so this, I'm guessing, somehow does not open. Red solid behind it. That Cyber Demon is insanely accurate from that far away. The real question is, what in the world do we use the red key there? Ooh, I love that they actually finally used the Scythe 2 textures there. Alright, what in the world are we doing over here? Running face first into nonsense. That seems about right. The thing is, they've already got missiles up before you can even move. Jeez, you guys. Oh, you think I'm letting you two just hang out back here? You're crazy. Out. Okay, this is mean. They punish you for standing still, and they punish you for going forward. Basically, you move, you're done. Alright, you guys. Let's start digging into some of this. Alright. Just like that, I think we've got enough of a hole made. Get these two out, and I think we're good. Alright, so down to 9 enemies left. Cyber Demon's one of them. And we got Speed of Doomed. I saw that instant pop-up with the Mancubus. There's how we get the blue key. Alright. Oh. Please tell me that's the same Cyber Demon. That would at least make me feel a little bit better. Jeez, you all. So what is causing the Cyber Demon to pop down here? Because it actually teleported this time before. Oh, yep, it is the same Cyber Demon. Good. So I'm guessing then we can go ahead and use him to take out most of this forest that literally just Speed of Doomed into existence. So let's clear the path. Let's go ahead and start with you. Oh, you're not late, AK. Having fun in, well, we're about to get to error mission screen to remember what WAD this is. This is by Egg Boy, one map maker that we've covered in a previous live stream. And we have literally just wandered into something. I haven't figured out what in the world this is yet, but at least we're finally getting that Cyber Demon to stop sniping us halfway across the map. Alright, buddy. You need to go, and so do you. Eventually you'll hit something. There. Alright, so that's done. And we are well over the kill count now, so this one should be done if the Baron allows it. Alright, any other shenanigans in the final room? I figured. What's it gonna be, or is it just an end on us? Literally, hell freezes over, the name of the episode. And this doesn't look like an end to the level, does it? Oh, surprisingly it was. Don't touch anything there. Alright. Oh, so it was 4 maps then. What do we have for the thank you on this one? Oh, we actually have a traditional scrolling piece right there. Really neat. So this was Cold Front WAD, and that leads us on to our next winter-themed WAD that we are getting into as we get ourselves ready for the winter season. And what better way to do it than heading to the Russian community ourselves with White Mare, parts 1 and 2. No idea what we're getting into, but I've seen some of their work before, and their stuff can get pretty intense. So these were released, I believe it said, both in 2014. I'm saving most of the Christmas-themed WADs, like Snow Mare and some of the other ones, for getting closer to Christmas. This is just to kind of get in the mood here with all the snowy levels. And single barrel shotgun, definitely not what we want to use to try and take out a dang meatball, especially one this aggressive. Beat it. Sheesh. More ammo waster than anything. And this first map is literally Ice Canyon, and I believe it. We'll just let the Lost Soul flounder out there for a bit. Let them take each other out, except for the straggler. And so far, so good. Loving the ice-capped peaks over there with the skybox. Let's go ahead and see what this does. Something back here. There. Somehow he still found a way to bite us. And our first revenant of the series, guarding a blur sphere, which I'm only guessing is probably going to be a secret. Right before we take that one to the chin. Alright, so back here, I also hear some other things that I don't particularly like to hear. Chain gunners. Alright. So now, that's taken care of. It does look like we're about to get the chain gun and SSG both together. Interesting. So, snipers out of the way. Let's keep it moving. Man, they were not kidding when they called this one Ice Canyon. Here we go. And the rocket launcher. Man, we're getting pretty much all the weapons right in the first map. Okay, now I'm hearing things teleport. Now, okay. Okay. And in an arena this wide open, too, for ambushing us with a ton of revenants. This is going to be tricky. So, Mancubus, you're going to be our saving grace, I have a feeling, here. Against the Revenant Legion. And it just kind of Niagara Falls into the oblivion over here. Okay. Hopefully the other Mancubus will be enough to take care of the horde of Revenants back there. And the bizarre thing is, this is literally just map 1. So we immediately take that to the back of the head. Alright, so I have a feeling the biggest mistake we can make is letting you all get any kind of distance. Oh, I'm really liking BTSX. It was like I was saying in that comment, I really wish that they would have given more unique names to the maps, but I'm kind of thinking that's why the Unity port gave them all their own separate names, just to differentiate them a bit. You know, we don't have anything for you guys to infight. I'm sorry. I wish there was more, but there's just nothing to get you stuck on. I mean, at this point, we're literally playing Ring Around the Tomato until he decides to come ruin our fun. Almost. I'm hearing something open when I'm going through there. I'm wondering what that door opening sound is. Unless that's literally the monster closet opening. Right there. At this point, I wonder if we don't get a better shot at this by just ignoring everything and jumping off. Do we get the BFG, I wonder? Very well hidden specters over here. Because I don't think I have the extra lighting up, but I might. Let's see. Because it is extremely light where we're at right now. And that would explain why. There we go. Make it a little more realistic instead of just having a spotlight on everything. Alright. Now it's looking more like caves and not just like a random abyss. So we can backtrack there. Man, talk about giant open arena, my gosh. Okay, so we back into the key. Surely the arena is not this gigantic for 2 revenants. So far, it's what it's looking like. Although it does make the cacodemons insanely hard to hit when they have this much room to just float around in. White Mare is done by the Russian Doom community, so I'm not entirely sure individually. I absolutely love the lighting here, though, considering I don't have dynamic lighting on PlayStation 5. I can only imagine how pretty this map probably is with bigger ports like GZ Doom. And you are definitely abnormal. Man, literally hiding the spider in the cave, too, as the perfect introduction. And again, on map 1. We got ourselves turned around here. Let's head back. So I'm wondering if that's going to be the plasma that I saw off in the distance here. And that definitely has to be tied to a secret somehow. Yeah. I mean, it was literally the only odd-colored torches here. Don't even. So, literally given pretty much every weapon in the first level, so I can only imagine how a series is going to go from here. Because now we're basically playing with the full arsenal. And you just cut it out already. It didn't want to. We thought we could have got there, but not enough firepower. Alright. Now that we've literally bombarded this thing to heck and back, let's do it the way they're intending it. Just like that, literally running right inside of its hitbox. Now we get back topside, and this is about more of what I expected. Oh my gosh. I knew it wasn't going to stay that calm for very long. I mean, I've seen what the Russian Doom community can do, and this seems about right. Again, though, the fact that this is map 1, holy cow. It's like spin in very wide circles with a rocket launcher and hope that you don't accidentally bump into something. Oh my gosh. Yep, like the tomato there. Okay, we need to lose these somehow. Help us out, tiny little switch. There. There we go. Keep it moving. Alright, so the onslaught continues. You know, when it was saying 150 some enemies, I did not expect about 90 of them to be revenants. Literally our saving grace switch right there. Now just watch him flood this area with like 1,000 archviles just to revive everything you just did. Okay, so the switch did something. Not sure what it did at first, but you can't be here, buddy. You're the last thing we need in a big open area like this. And you literally just randomly pop up around the corner. Just like this. Looks like we got a very cleverly hidden staircase here. Oh, I agree. I love the MIDI on this one. It is amazing how well the snowy and icy levels translate to Doom. Especially ones like Eve Eternity. Somehow, they always just work so well with the series. And now that's taken care of. And we have literally a legion of revenants down there. I think we're good here. It's literally in the shape of like a throwing star down there. Look like there is a cell ammo over here. Replenish some of that pain we just went through. And let's keep it moving. This way. Ooh, new red key. Okay, so somehow we needed the red key before we got here. Don't remember seeing any signs of that, so I'm wondering if this one doesn't teleport you, maybe the one up top does. Somehow I'm still hearing revenants. Oh, there's the key. Okay, so we must be, yep, we're over top of the ice canyon right now. So let's go ahead, get on one of the two ends, and finally deal with all revenants down here. And again, this is literally map 1 of the series. I can only imagine what we're going to get into when we start getting into maps 17, 18, and all of them. Again, this is just leading up until tonight's premiere of Struggle, the Antiresian Legacy. Then we'll pick up more on this tomorrow. And just like that, only 3 enemies left, which very well could be snipers or tomatoes. There we go. Still playing hula hoop with the Revenant missile down there. The problem is this room is curved, so there's literally nothing for it to hit. You just have to endlessly dodge for the rest of your days. Alright, so back down where Spire Mastermind was. Nope. I don't remember there being archviles here, but apparently something got... Oh. Literally on cue. Why did I figure? Alright, let's try this again. So apparently that's what's been going on after we got the red key. So we made a huge mistake by coming over this way. It would get us the kills, but all those revenants, last thing we need them to revive. Alright, Mancubus, take 2. Just to make sure we don't repeat all that mess again. Alright, so that was literally perfect. That was unbelievable how they snuck the archvile in back there. I kinda had a feeling with that many corpses, but that was amazing. Alright, so this time, let's not run face first into it. Let's try and figure out how the heck we're gonna do this. My guess, run for the door. Run for the door. This is basically our only hiding place, and something is on top of our heads. I think we got a tomato running around. Yeah, there's something up there. I think there's a cacodemon on top of us. Oh, there's 2 archviles. Even better. Door. Not to happen. Unless we got out of range in time. There we go. I hate the idea that we would have to actually exit like this. Maybe we can coax the archviles to us, but the problem is they're literally too busy in the middle of that giant field. So now it makes sense why the field was so big. Because there's really nothing for you to hide behind if you're to get stuck in the middle with them. So, moving on. And what kind of cacodemon is that? That thing's crazy looking. Map 2, North Base. Ominous music. What do we have here? Literally the downside to being that low in health, the game can literally just RNG drop you at any moment with the hit scares. So let's fight our way out of a paper bag here. Crazy that we have every weapon in the game except the BFG 9000, and it's this much of a struggle just to get a footing. Okay, big room with hit scanners. That makes sense. Don't worry, we're just going to wall skirt around here a little bit. I'm still having PTSD with all the Hell Knights from this week's Sunlust episode. I guess he didn't want to move, so we will take full advantage. And I see chain gunners hiding out up there. So him and the imps, all of you. I don't think so. Let's keep it going, and you can get you two as well. Man, love the natural staircase there. As we jump across the broken bridge, I heard something open. They are constantly making me paranoid with these random things I hear opening. Last time it was that massive monster closet. Yep, here we go. One thing is for sure, when the Russian Doom community wants to throw an ambush at you, they do nothing light. They're gonna throw the kitchen sink at you. Well, at least we know if there is going to be an archvile with this one. We got plenty of cover here. Meaning there probably won't be an archvile here. Oof. Alright. Now that distraction's out of the way. Anything else? Okay, so that's where the monster closet was, literally right beside us. And yellow walls. So this is going to be a monster closet, or it's going to be something that we can open with a switch, I'm guessing. So this is literally the room that's just going to keep on giving. The huts are locked. I'm guessing there's going to be a switch that undoes these. And that just brings you back, although it does look like we can jump from hut to hut. Just to get some health. And one of these you would imagine would have to open. But apparently not now. And nothing behind the switch. Alright, So we've got SSG right here. This is a new oh my gosh. What a way to hide an imp ambush. Here we go. Oh, and barons. Okay. Creative, I like it. Sheesh. Remind me of Grove.wad all of a sudden. Alright, so somewhere in the thicket is something I'm guessing we have to press. Probably right in the middle of all the barons. And the problem is, these decorations you don't walk through, you can actually get stuck on them. So, devious. It definitely creates some janky movement trying to get through here. Alright, so looks like there's 3 barons in total. That way we can just get them to mild clearing here, so you actually see what we're doing. And good. Nope. Almost good. There you go. Alright, so what was the grand prize in this? Now the music's turning crazy all of a sudden. Oh, yellow key. There we go. Alright, find our way out of the woods here. And somehow we need red. Are both keys here? And then the music completely cuts out. That's even better. Yep, both of them are here. Okay. So we know there's a building that takes just the red key on one side. Oh, both. Oh, all 3. Jeez! Surely not all 3 of them are out here. Because that one only takes 2. Hey, you want a hug, meatball? That's what I figured. And Arachnotron's helping us with the long-range threats. As we figure out what in the world, what in the snow wonder we just wandered into over here. I'm hearing something go crazy over there. Man, who knew the Arachnotron could be such a help to us in this one? Oh, and we have very, very well-placed Revenant snipers up there. I always hate having the blur sphere with projectile users, because you never know where they're going to throw it. So it looks like we have to climb this one. Peekaboo. Nope. Oh, jeez. Can I miss a few more shots? Oh my gosh. This is a mess up here. Jeez, quite the mess with the chain gunners. And of course they're going to force our hand because of the Revenant missiles in open spaces. Oof. Very, very well designed ambush, because there's no way to shake the Revenant missiles unless you literally run into them. And now we're melting. Jeez. Alright, get rid of all that. And now let's see if we can clean up a little easier. I mean, I'm not even surprised with the Archvile at this point. Over here, buddy. And now he's distracted on something else. And we'll take full advantage. The heck did that come from? He's just like, hey, just delivering your daily sucker punch for the road. Let's get a corner so he can't easily get around us. I'm telling you, and this is just map 2. Gee whiz. We don't even want him aggroed on the Revenants at this point, because we know he's just going to create more of a problem for us. Again, where in the world is he coming from? I'm starting to think he's just popping up from the ground. He almost did it to us again. We need to get them to spread out a little bit for us. To hopefully get the Revenants away from the Archvile a bit. Not what we meant by getting some distance. Alright, so now he's not going to come all the way over into the ether to revive you, buddy. So the Sucker Puncher can go. Oh my gosh, even after death he still gets us, my gosh. This room is perfectly designed for the Revenant missiles. You know, it looks goofy with how big it is, but when you think about the function, it is dead on. It is basically designed to make sure the missiles can always curve back and hit you. And the Archvile's doing a great job of staying far away from us. I know. You literally can't get in there to hit him, basically. There. Finally! We got the key and then immediately get stuck on a tree. But daggone it, we touched it. Oh my gosh. This mess. Alright. My gosh, a few more ambushes like this and I'm gonna start to think Ribik's made this map. Gee whiz. Alright, out of here, all of you crazies. Now we have all the keys. And just watch something terrible going on in the forest now, I bet you. Since we have to get all the way back across. Surprisingly, no. Alright. So what was all that for? I mean, Skillsaw is the guy who loves to throw Archviles at you, literally out of nowhere. Basically make sure every ambush capitalizes with an Archvile at the end. So we don't want the big door. That doesn't really have anything in it. Blue door. Happy New Year! Well, thanks, whoever you are. Alright. On to map 3, Sacrifice. 153. They are keeping consistent with about 150 enemies on each of these. And this person, no secrets. So you know they are just designing this map just to brutalize you. They're like, forget secrets, just survive. Something tells me I shouldn't be following the dots through the maze. Awesome music track, though. Alright, so Snowy Hedge Maze, what we got? I don't know what song this is a MIDI of, but I love it. Whoa. Oh, and of course, the one behind. Let me guess, you can't get out of the room, can you? Alright, now that the hedge maze is done, what we got? Alright, stop right there, imps. We are going somewhere. What in the world is this? There we go. I can literally feel the double kick pedal in my teeth. It's amazing. Alright, what we have going on here? Icon of Sins, no secrets. Up. Now, it is called Sacrifice, so I wonder what the gimmick here is going to be. Maybe we have to wipe ourselves out at the end. Which I'm guessing that might be it. Well, we clawed our way through that for some reason. I heard something open. Huh. I'm definitely hearing something open, but what is it? Because it seems like you're trapped. But that can't be it. Unless we found a way to soft lock ourselves, what in the world is going on with this room? It almost feels like something should be moving at up. Oh, there we go. Come on, buddy. I don't know how in the world we let that go. We got way too comfortable. Always expect the unexpected with these. Alright, now that you are out of the way, let's keep it moving. So how did you all get behind me? Okay, there's another room that opened. Ah, stuck in the doorway. There. Whoa. Sheesh. The things we have to fight through in here. Okay, so something had to have happened over this way because we had new enemies show up. I don't remember this place looking like this. So they want us to jump down there. What about over here? Well, I guess we see why. Teleport. Oh. Oh, I hate when they do that. They have you jump on the teleporter to get somewhere, and then take the teleporter a second time to get somewhere different. I've never liked those secrets. I'm guessing... Oh, it wasn't one. Huh. Oof. These wings are just long enough that it's not gonna matter that you have the plasma rifle. Jeez. Very nice. Let's try down here first, see if we can get our health up a little bit. I am not trusting that ice as far as I can throw it. Especially not that they're giving us a rad soup for it. They seriously aren't. Even when the map seems like it's simple, they still throw absolutely devious traps at you. Alright. So far so good. This is actually the first time we've even seen a tech base in this series. So let's take advantage of it. We might not see one again for a bit. And you, we can't press down. But we can hop over you somehow. The real question is, where'd the Baron go? I have a feeling that is to be the key to enlightenment. Oh, jeez. Whoa. So many different twists and turns you can take here. It does look like we have about all items. And this just spits you back out to the main area. That's where the Baron went. So he's just waiting to club you if we end up teleporting back to him. Ooh. The heck happened to our lovely ice cave? It like turned to lava. The heck? I guess that was the punishment if you went too slow through it. Alright. Again, the closer we get to Christmas, we'll actually get into the Christmas WADs, like Snow, Wave, and some of the other ones. This is just getting us into the season. We are less than 20 days from Christmas. Hopefully everyone's ready for it. Or at least thinking about it. How do you clear out a maze of imps? Just let them come to you. I will absolutely just camp them. I have no dignity whatsoever. Why just run into 1,000 imps when you can just let them come to you? Maybe we can get enough imp corpses there that we literally crash the game. Who knows? Alright, here we go. Because otherwise you're just going to get clawed in the back trying to push your way through here. Although I do love the concept. Literally just pushing your way through the maze. Alright, so we got there. Where are we supposed to go? It's a box within a box. So all of that was literally just to get the plasma rifle. The imps were literally optional. But what is not going to be is whatever's back here. Now we have the yellow and blue key. Wait, red? Since when was there a red key in this map? What the heck? They're sneaking more keys in on me. This is one of those maps that look tiny, and somehow it just keeps getting bigger and bigger as you go through it. So I'm guessing the ice cave is going to be where our mystery is. Not here. Over here. Okay. Wait, I saw something. As we were running by is a teleporter that takes you across the ravine. Okay. That just takes you back. What in the world are we meant to find? I'm guessing nothing. Let's remember our ice path over here. Just kind of skirt the edges. Is there something back here? Let's see. Because this is where we got the blue key. Yep. No reason, I suppose. The $1,000,000 question is, which way do we go? Do we see a yellow key door somewhere? Always wish the Keck port would let you scroll faster. I'm guessing ultimately, because we can see that this one's not solid red up here, I would say this is going to be the primary ambush. That's that big green wall. Up, up, up. There's literally nothing around the maze, so it has to be. Has to be. I feel like they're going to make me actually have to try and figure out where in the world this red key is located, because I am getting no clues here. Unless someone knows this map. Alright, let's go ahead and actually see if we can warp our way through and figure out where in the world this is, because I am absolutely bewildered. Where in the world are they hiding this key? Because apparently you need all three of them to exit. And it's not on either side of the bridge. And if we run outside to bounds here, do we see any keys cleverly hidden back here? So far, nothing. That's just some amazing scenery. Nothing here. Or up here. Or behind the totem at the beginning. Okay, so there's what you end up getting if you have it. There's apparently the final ambush. Plus all that, which I would love to get to if we could figure out where in the world the red key is. Is there anything behind the door? The door is fake. Okay. Man, I actually have no idea where this key is. I feel like we have literally combed every square inch of this map. Man, I really don't want to have to just end up giving myself the key. That feels way, way too cheap. I also don't want this to take 5 hours to get through this one map. Ugh. Let me guess, though. This is what's required. Yep. Red, yellow, and then you can trigger the final... Wait. That triggers the final ambush. Okay. Whew. Well, give the maze one final comb over, and I guess we'll have to give ourselves the key. I absolutely cannot figure this out. If there was something that had to teleport it into place... Make sure we got every corner covered. sure all of them, because that's where we got the yellow key. You know, I'm going back to the old school tactics of the people that did the WADs back in the 90s, because 1998 was when I started covering Doom WADs. And back then, those kind of things were very common to see. Was people using mazes like that. And what would normally end up happening is the red key in the actual maze. Let's see. I didn't remember seeing it, but then again, there were so many imps, it was hard to see anything. Maybe we're overthinking this a bit too much. That's what it was. It was hidden among the imps. Okay, thank goodness. I didn't want to have to end up giving ourselves the key, because then we'd have the BFG 9000, which we're not supposed to have yet. Alright, there we go. It just shows, even if you clip around to try and figure out where things are, it doesn't always work. So let's get ready for the main ambush here, and we already saw it's going to involve some arch vials and a whole lot of other nonsense. Let's remind them that we're here. Unless we have to hit... Oh, we have to hit the switch. Okay. Gee whiz, you guys. You're the only one I care about, Archvile. The Revenants can just figure themselves out. Gee whiz. And we know there's a bunch of cacodemons hiding back there too. Question is, oh my gosh. Okay, now you're starting to push it with how much ammo we have here. Are we over the kill count? Just about. Jeez, them and their love of archviles, I'll tell you. Now the whole sacrifice gimmick makes sense. Literally, you can't get out. Oh, jeez. There's no ammo back there, is there? So we are gonna have to make a break for it. There. Jeez. What an ending to that one. They were... What in the love of crap is that? LDFX Giza. And actually has half the amount of enemies that all the other ones have had. Only 65. And we can already see some of them are Mancubus. Alright, let's see what we got here. I'm guessing the initials, the title of this one must be the person's initials that made it. Oof. Jeez, just the fact that we have no ammo to work with, we're having to start from pretty much scratch. With no health on top of that. Thanks, Revenant, we owe you. Oof, that one I'm not like. Run us out of hiding here. Jeez, would it kill someone to give us a tiny bit of health? Just a wee bit. Oh my gosh. They do not seem very interested in giving us any health for this map. Jeez, that's gonna be a nightmare with the hit scanners up there. Back it up, tomato. There. Alright, so now I think, again, the unpredictability of the hit scanners here. Go ahead and coax out the tomato. Oh my gosh. Daggone you hit scanners. Literally just waiting out in the nosebleed section back there to nail us. And that's what it is, you got him coming through a doorway. So now we know what's going on. Alright, back it up, tomato. Man, even clipping us around the corner. Jeez. There. I mean, that security armor would be nice, but with 2 HP, it's not to matter much. We can keep you dancing in circles, and yeah, getting through RNG heck right here. Don't think that's even an option. Gee whiz. What a predicament. It would be nice if we could get the air shotgun soldier to hit the Revenant, because then we could get them in fighting. Just not get close enough that we get smacked in the head. We have to almost perfectly time that lift to get up it before he can fire, or ideally get enough luck that he ends up hitting the Revenant. And not us. The funny thing is there's actually health behind the Revenant too. It's like we just need up the lift, buddy. That's all we need is up the lift. It's like you have to be close enough, but not close enough that he can hit you. Oh my gosh. Seriously, you two. Although a good thing is I'm pretty sure the Revenant took him out. We're getting closer, Revenant. I mean, it'd be better if he would just come down the lift. Got it. Alright. And we got the health, thank goodness. Unfortunately, we still have him up here. You all are literally driving me crazy. Ooh, so just out of melee range. My gosh, we've got to get up top, get that shotgun ammo. Just bypass you. There. And you go straight to heck. Sheesh. That was annoying. Alright, just like that, we can finally proceed like normal. Again, all because of the damage the previous level did to us. Let's continue on. At this point, I do not trust anything in this map, despite its low monster count. Because then they spring that on us. What in the world polka music did this turn into all of a sudden? What in the world? Oh gosh. Alright, go ahead. Take out the Changar imps. You're literally just an ammo tax at this point. Alright, so don't trust any of these side pockets, for good reason. So far, so good. Are they lulling us into a false sense of security by things being not difficult yet? That's basically what the first map did. They made you think it was easy and then threw about 1,000 Revenants at you. And then Archviles on top of that. Okay, so we might be able to get them infighting with our things. Okay, so we have run into the Arachnotron breeding ground, apparently. Not surprised. Literally, when you had that many bodies in there, you knew something was going to happen. I would prefer you in the center of the room a bit better, though. Alright, let's go ahead and coax them to the doorway here. There. There. Alright. So now we should be good. Get the backpack and all the goodies. Let's keep it going. Keep it moving. Apparently we have a bunch of little challenge areas here. I have a feeling he's going to do this to us on all of them. Just hide something behind the door. Alright. Now, Archvile, I'm not as familiar with you just going kamikaze on me, so I'd rather just get through here, get rid of our sniping mancubus up there. There. That way we should have been able to hit the barons that are here. Nope, other side. Alright, so drag you out of hiding. And let's see what else is looming around here. Oh, yep, I figured. I heard him shooting. I didn't know if they had enough time to get back there. Alright, so now that's out of the way, let's keep going. This switch is going to do something good, I'm sure. And hiding ammo behind it. Keep it going. And I hear a cyber demon all of a sudden. Okay, what kind of arena do we have here? It looks like it's moving and pulsating. What in the world? Jeez. There we go. So far, so good. Very well. Well, that's gorgeous. Is that literally our Christmas tree, I'm guessing? Awesome. I didn't even know you could put multiple of the same key in there. Oh yes, let's get you stuck on the lifts. Perfect. We won't tell if you don't... Oh, crap. We got too comfortable with it. And now you're just floating in space. Okay, now you're loose. A little slow on the draw. He went through all that humiliation, still won. Way to go, buddy. The thing is, all the obstacles that they put in this room that he can splash you off of. There. That takes care of those two. I'm still wondering how are so many enemies left over, considering we've beaten it. I mean, here's how I get the two items up top there. Maybe they're part of this big structure? Must be. Jeez. Okay, so they're part of this thing. So, take out hit scanners first, if the imps will allow it. There. Now, let's go ahead and push everything back this way. So there's revenants on both sides. And we can coax them out of hiding like this. So if we were pistol starring it, that's how we'd get the plasma rifle. Any other groupings like that, because somehow there's still 3 enemies left, even though we can clearly see the exit past the cyber demon. And there's no secrets, so I'm really not sure. So back into the cave. Let's go see our Christmas tree again. Again, amazing looking. Oh, it does just exit you. Alright. On to map 5, the Ancient Mysteries. That was very short-lived Ancient Mysteries right there. Oh, wow, they're throwing backpacks at you right off the bat? Wow. And finally, we actually get Christmas music on one of these. Wow. Alright, so go ahead, get you all out of here. I'm literally hearing things around every corner. I also love the touch of, like, the pillars trying to break loose in the ice cave. It's literally like the place just is starting to come to life on you. Oh. Alright, we have a Doom version of this. I love it. Oof. Literally right in its face, too. I really should make a series with all the deaths I have in so many of these WADs of just dumb ways to die, the Doom edition. Number 1, forgetting where you saved the game. Number 2, saving right as something's shooting you. So I'm guessing this is going to open because it looks like it drops off a cliff right there. Now I'm guessing we can't shoot them. Don't even know where you came from. Into the dark abyss, I'm guessing. Don't even for a second, Meatball. We've been through this 1,000 times. Sheesh. At this point, it's just turn the corner and shoot. Something will probably be there. Literally, turn the corner and shoot. Oof. Okay, now we got Baron deciding to come join the party. Alright, so this kind of area can definitely hold some secrets just because of how dark they made it. So far, so good. How many enemies are in this one? Just 75. They're kind of teasing you that this is going to be something absolutely huge. But the real question is just navigating this cave. Let's keep going. Devious place for a Revenant, literally right in the middle of the path. And I don't even know where you two came out of. It seems like you just came out of the walls, and apparently we got avalanched. That's what happened. We got avalanched in here, you can't escape. Dang. Tap it so it's accurate. Okay, long-range Revenants. Let's let you get a little bit closer. Alright, so far so good. Until we get warped. Okay. Well, we can see 3 Archviles having fun. As we're literally in snow prison, apparently. And that clearly looks like the way out. There we go. You had to tickle... I'm telling you, they absolutely hate us with Archviles. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the skinny Archvile trap. Can we shoot through the bars? Because this is a lot more defense than just a skinny little wing. Oh my gosh. This is vicious. Nothing like Doom for the holidays, everyone! Come for the snow, stay for the explosions. Alright. You're hoping that shifts just enough that breaks that line of sight. All of a sudden, this has turned into Sunlust in no time fast. I could easily see Ribix pulling this. And the sad thing is, it's barely helping. Oh my gosh. Such a vicious trap. Over here, guys. I mean, you're having to be accurate on, like, micro levels here. The room for error is literally nothing here. I'm not even gonna run, I'm just gonna walk. Casually walk in and out of coverage. There, walking is definitely helping. Don't try and run or strafe run here. There. The good thing is we have infinite lives. You Archviles don't. All we have to do is take one down. Continue on. One more. That was definitely the secret. Don't try and run through there. And good. Let's go. That was devious, whoever designed that. I guess the blood-soaked cavern should have warned us. Oh gosh, what the heck is all of this? So something bad is lurking up ahead. Now that I know that you can shoot through the snow, I don't trust anything. We are literally in an avalanche. I absolutely love how they did that. We're just finding new paths as we go through it. Oh, there we go. So that's where we started the map. And I'm guessing because of the avalanche, that must have gave us a new way somewhere. Yep, right there. So what new path did we gain? That's where we got the Berserk. This way? Well, now we can jump off the cliff. This is what we were wondering about. Alright, $1 million question. What's gonna be waiting down there? Either that's one heck of a vicious maze, or it's a raised platform for one of the bosses, I bet. Probably Cyber Demon. Nope, Revenants. Don't mind us, Barons. We're just as confused as you are. There's gonna have to be a Cyber Demon with this many Barons. Or... Yep. Figured. Oh, gosh. The heck? The maps look so gentle, and then they throw this kind of crap at you. What the heck? Hey, Cyber Demon, if you want, you can help with the Barons back there, if you can even open that door again. Nope. Well, wishful thinking. Oh my gosh, and then those pillars just come up out of nowhere. Okay, which one are we missing here? None of them? None of them. I don't even know what the heck we were trying to do there. Grab weapon and fire. There we go. Okay. Now, a dangerous thing here is going to be that splash, because those columns literally just come up all over the place. Come on, buddy, get in the Christmas cheer already. Man, that literal turn headshot. That's why I do not like the blur sphere around anything that's not a hit scanner. So unpredictable. Okay. Now we should have it. Unless he starts swinging it wildly again. Or we don't see the rocket coming. Alright, there we go. And just like that, if this really is the exit, there is no way in heck I'm doing this with 10 HP again. There we go. Alright, on to map 6. What is this? Frozen Point. Man, the military style music all of a sudden. What the heck? Jeez, I think they want to get your heart rate up or something. How many kills enemies does this thing have? 59? Good grief. And they're wasting the 59 on imps. Alright. I'm sure it's going to be something ridiculous they're going to hit us with. Kind of like the chain gunners hiding in the dark there. Jeez. Alright, how do we defeat chain gunners in the dark by doing this? Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. We're not getting cheesed by that mess again. Get out of here, you. There. And just like that, we make our way down here. Let's go ahead and uncheese ourselves. And keep it going. At least these actually do look like metal bars, too. Surprising we don't see more WADs actually do that. Instead, they tend to always go for the clearly square ones. And I think I'm missing something here. Bars, how do we have to shoot something? Doesn't look like it. Okay, how do we get the bars open? That's going to be the question here. Oh, okay, something moved there. My gosh, all of a sudden the music just went on speed. What in the world is going on over here? I mean, I'm just entranced listening to it. I swear this music track has a mind of its own. You never know where it's going. Okay, I don't for 1 second believe that nothing's gonna happen as we go through here. Whoa. Well, probably shouldn't have done that one. Let's see where we go now. Literally just falling down the rock wall as we're draining the snow. It's like open sesame, we don't want it. Ah, gosh. Literally the map that you can't see anything in. Because then you can't see the things when they open. Oh, it's not that they're opening. They're literally just shrouded in total darkness. What in the absolute heck? It's Death by Lighting. That should be the name of this map. So let's just have you all come over here just in case there's a particular archvile that just decides to show up. Make sure we hear them get taken out. Because gosh knows we can't see them. Up there. Alright. Up there on both sides, apparently. Alright, so we've really thinned the numbers down now. Go ahead and take out the pinkies, figure out what we've got up here. I wonder if these are actual teleporters down here. I'm guessing for enemies to teleport in. Okay, you are definitely a distraction. The question is from what? Love the lighting there. So I'm guessing the other side's gonna get rid of the bars for us. How would we do that? Hitting the switch. Same thing, yep. Symmetric design, there we go. So let me guess, Hell Knight again. And yep, symmetric design. Alright, this time we can actually get up here. That's gonna do the one on the other side, I'm sure. And what is that? That's gonna be 14 enemies left. So now we hit both switches. What is gonna change? Over here, maybe? Nope. Try back the other way. It looks like there's going to be an area in the middle that continues on. Yep. Oh, jeez. Seriously, the music can't make up its mind what it wants to do. Damn it. Alright, So, looks like the hedge maze is the only way to go in this one. And we know there's about 14 enemies, and you lost souls do not count. Luckily, specters do. Now, question is, how mean do they want to get in this hedge maze? My main concern isn't even the things in here with me, it's those lost souls floating on above it. Oh, there we go. So now all of a sudden we've recreated Hunted from Plutonia. Assuming there's only one Archvile. Figured there was gonna be more. Alright, so splatter him, let's his switch, try and figure out what in the world the switch did. Man, there sure are a lot of lost souls all of a sudden up above us. I wonder if there's a meatball. It's amazing how much they do with so little in this series. Because this map doesn't even have 60 enemies. And yet they've actually fleshed it out to do all this. Alright, where are we going in here? As we get bit to death by the lost souls floating above the maze. Cheating, by the way. Seriously, get down here with us. Not like we can see you way up there. Okay, so this is where the switch was. Aha. Now the question is, what did that one open? Keep going this way and around. Oh, there we go. That was all for the yellow skull key. And we teleport back with a Cacodemon above us. So if you don't mind, we will be continuing. So this is right at the start of the map. I'm guessing, yep, the bars are gone. I don't remember a yellow key door being anywhere. Map? Oh, it's over here. To the right. Yep. So, somehow it's up there. Oh, I think we have to re-teleport. Because you can't get back up that step once you come down. So, down here, go back to our teleporter that's now going to be in front of us. Right here. There. Okay, so now we're up here. Make sure we can actually get to wherever this door is. Looks like it's off of a side way here on the left. There we go. Up to the top. There we go. And just like that, we get. I love that they do a computer area map right before you end if there's something you missed. And just like that, Ledges of Pain would be the map's 7 slot, so if there is a dead simple clone, this will be it. But 6 enemies, what the heck? So this is going to be like a boss level. As we melt the entire time. Okay, yep, dead simple. I was wondering if we could bide our time to get the Arachnotrons to come out, but apparently not. Alright, we'll play by the books then. Now, let's see them. They're like, we are giving you the most dead simple clone that has ever dead simple cloned. Here's your Mancubus, here's your Arachnotrons, now shut up about it. Alright, fair point. Alright then. On to map 5, Ice Cavern. So, Deternal. I wonder if that's the map maker for this one. Also, I wonder why we have a compass up there. I'm guessing this is going to be a big open map. And actually, this is probably going to be a really good place to pause for the day because I just realized the premiere's about to come off. So, again, we will pick this up tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure this place is clear right around our Christmas tree. You cannot convince me it's not supposed to be a Christmas tree. It's literally got the candle on top. And this looks like it's going to be huge. I mean, 20 secrets, 236 kills. Wow. So, let's actually make a hard save of this. And again, this is Whitemare. So we'll pick back up here tomorrow. Again, thanks for joining. If you haven't already, switching over to Struggle Antaresian Legacy, Map 2 of Episode 2, the main highlight of the day. Again, thanks for joining, and we'll be back again tomorrow. Take care, everyone.